Hey guys, welcome back to another Pokemon Leaks and Theories. We've got a lot to go through today. New games, as you can see straight away. I've lost my tripod for a bit, so I can't do the normal intro. So we've got new games to look at, ports to look at. So if you do enjoy this video, make sure to like and subscribe. 98% of people who watch these videos aren't subscribed, so make sure to subscribe. It really helps out. We should hit 5,000 in the year. And I guess let's just get straight into it. There's no need for fancy transitions. We're right here straight away. Ruby and Sapphire will be on the Switch February 27th. Which is quite interesting. It'll be a port. It'll be a port. I'm pretty sure that's what they call. This is just a way to play the original games on the Switch in 2027, according to Dusty Go-Goat. And my phone's just gone off. And well, you know, it's what it says. People are saying, you know, it was originally planned for 2024. Now it's 2023. And apparently it's got moved up. Pokemon Emerald isn't part of one of these. They'll probably, like this version says, they'll probably deny an Emerald release so that everyone buys it twice, which is kind of. Which is like, fair enough. Like, they'll always make money off the games. So we're going to be starting off, apparently February 27th, we'll be getting Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire. Later on then we'll be getting Pokemon Emerald. And it's just a nice little start on, because everyone likes Pokemon. Hoenn was one of the better regions, let's be honest. And yeah, there's not much else to say about it. This person is really unfortunate. I spent 200 on a cartridge for Toby's Dex Challenge. Pain. That is unfortunate. But now, Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire is coming to the Nintendo Switch. Sticking with Dusty Go-Goat, and they have just tweeted 2024 and a picture of the Tojo Falls, which is, I'm pretty sure, part of the Tojo Ruins, which is part of Johto / Kanto. It's kind of what links them together, and that's all we are getting. It could, in my opinion, this could lead to a Pokemon Let's Go Johto or Pokemon Legends Johto. I think both of them are very reasonable predictions. Obviously, Let's Go was the last one was in Kanto, so if they're starting off with Kanto, they're going to Johto next, then Hoenn. Over the course of many years, or they will do a Pokemon Legends Johto, because there's a lot of potential with Legend Johto, but more onto that later on. Anyways, we'll stick with Let's Go Johto for a second. And let's be honest, like, okay, not many people liked Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee because it was the game for the year. There was no normal Pokemon game, and it's not what people expected, blah 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 blah, but I really liked Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. And could you imagine, because the graphics with Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee were actually good. And could you imagine the red battle on the snowy mountain in Let's Go? It would be fantastic. And it would be nice to see if Game Freak, I'm dumb, just make Let's Go Johto to work with previous Let's Go save data as well as new game. Then all we do is travel to the Pokemon League and enter Route 27 into Johto Falls, with Lance teaching our partner how to climb waterfalls. That would be amazing, with the Red from Heart Gold Soul Silver as the final boss again. See, we don't need Kanto anymore, it's just milked out so hard. I get that, but then they wouldn't, like, would they have the Kanto DLC though? Because the Kanto was just released like a few years ago, back in 2017. Goldeen confirmed in Scarlet and Violet DLC. My dumbass thought that said Kalos and Johto. I needed to say Kalos. But it is really interesting. If they did a Let's Go game for Johto, would they include Kanto? I feel like they wouldn't, because it's not a remake. Obviously, Let's Go, no, Heart Gold Soul Silver was remixed. That's why they had the post game. I'd love to see the Suicune story arc in it, but we don't need Kanto again, unless they keep it with how they did the Heart Gold Soul Silver, in a sense, when you also had the opportunity to battle Kyogre or Groudon, and you had the opportunity to pick the Hoenn starters. It's like, if they could just go keep it all in, because let's be honest, the Kanto part of Kanto part of Heart Gold Soul Silver wasn't that prominent. It was obviously mainly in Johto, so it would just be a quick little turnover. Like, here's Kanto again. We're sticking to the main games. We're sticking to the remake, because that's what it realistically would be. It would be a remake in a different style. So, and I think, like, thinking about it now, the fact that they've tweeted out the picture of the Tojo Ruins, like, it has to be both, because it's the Kanto and Johto. So, do we need another Kanto again? No, but it is going to be part of a different game, so I guess they could get away with that one. Moving on over to Soul Silver Art, and this is part of a massive thread So we're just going to be focusing on this one part here. And it says, big update, sounds very plausible. Graduates, so for context, Riddler Crew tweeted this out. Want to know the code name for DLC project for Titans? Bam. Enjoy its code creating time. And I'm pretty sure it means graduates. So big update, sounds very plausible. Graduate as in now, we are now graduates from the academy, makes sense. Also, I said code names usually don't mean much, but the way Ku puts emphasis on it makes it feel important. If it wasn't, he wouldn't have said it. He would have said it's lame. This is a weird one because there's a massive thread, and I don't know how much, but it's going into like Indian mythology and stuff like that. And it even starts there, and it's about the champion, and it's a long thread, which, to be quite honest with you, I'm not too sure where it leads. But we are just going to focus on this one tweet, and it's very simple. I think a lot of people are thinking the fact that we can use more clothes, there'll be more customizable options. Because obviously being graduates now, we won't be in the academy anymore. I'm pretty sure that's what graduate means. I'm British, we don't say graduate over here. It would be, in a sense, we could wear our own clothes, which is very, obviously, you know, we're just sticking with the school clothes got a bit annoying. So this obviously person tweet out, can we use more clothes? No matter what the name is, I really think we will. So it's also right, I think we'll use more clothes anyways. And then so glad to see that Scarlet and Violet DLC will be more of a continuation of the story, akin to the sequel rather than Sword and Shields DLC, which at best felt like side stories. Looks like what's next. It pulled off well, could craft the best story told in a Pokemon game. Very excited. Like, obviously Scarlet and Violet has a lot of potential. Obviously we have obviously complete the game in the sense, and obviously you had the spoilers, but you had the professor go into the future. Turns out he's dead. Like, they never outright said that someone's dead before. They've implied it, but they never outright said it, which I think is like, you know, it's really good. It made it more personal, it made it more enjoyable in a sense. Like, it's not like they didn't pussyfoot around being like, oh, you know, we can't really say it because of, you know, us having the kids going on with them. So it's quite nice to have that sense. So this could just be tweeting out that we get more. This could be tweeting that we get more clothing options, or it could be something a lot more big. But I think it's just more clothing options, which I don't think is a terrible thing. I think clothing options kind of make Pokemon more customizable, obviously, and make it more enjoyable. Finishing off with Pokemon Let's Go Johto. Nothing's been confirmed, but Pearl Enthusiast tweeted out saying, if they ever make a Pokemon Johto Legends game, I really hope it's good enough to make me like Johto. Do you like Johto? I love Johto. The Pokemon Legends Johto game has so much potential. So much potential. I have said it so many times, the potential that this game could have. Obviously, Pokemon Let's Go, Legends Arceus, sorry, was, well, focused around Arceus, which, okay, fair. And it would be a bit more awkward in the sense of, would it be Pokemon Legends Lugia and Ho-Oh, Ho-Oh and Lugia? Would it be focused on one of them? Would it be focused on both of them? If it was to focus on one of them, it should be Ho-Oh in my opinion. I'll go on to that in a second. I'm just going to read these comments first. So definitely looking forward to a possible Legends Johto game. There's so much potential. Like, there's as much potential for Johto as there was for Sinnoh, just in a completely different way. Johto in general is a great region, but I like Heart Gold also more for obvious reasons than not for obvious reasons. A Legends one would be great, but it could be around the time where the tower was burning and we could see the origins of the legendary beast. That's what I was going to get to, but I'll go into that in a second. Johto is okay, but it lacks some story-wise, maybe because we're costumed to the fact that the legendaries are part of the main plot and the Lugia and Ho-Oh weren't. And also, I feel like it lacks new mons. It was the second region. Give them a break. Give them a break. It was the second region. They were never meant to make the third region. It was just meant to be. They were meant to stop after Johto. Not really. Level curve is awful. They can fix that. That's not like, okay, Johto. If this is them saying that they don't like Johto, fair enough. Fair enough. Level curve was awful, even in the remakes. But if they're saying they don't want a Johto Legends Arceus, okay. The level curve is awful. They can fix it. They can fix it. They know how to fix it. They can fix it. Little to no story. That's the point of a Johto Legends Arceus game. They add more story to it. They will. It's obviously based in the past. They'll add more story to it. There are also mons that, outside of a handful of exceptions, are so weak sourced that most Johto teams rely on Kanto mons and fill in the gaps. And the best part of the Johto games is literally the part where you can leave Johto. I think that's a bit harsh. I love the Johto games. I think it's a bit harsh. I think the story wasn't that bad. Like obviously you had the Suicune arc as well, which they could implement into this. Obviously, you know, the Suicune arc. Obviously, the main story of the game could be leading up to the fire in the tower, like that tweet said, and you know how it burns down. Ho-Oh saves them. Saves the Pokemon and turns it into legendary beasts, and then that's their origin. We know their origin story, but that's you've seen their origin story, and they could tie Lugia into how he is the leader of the legendary birds. They can come in and cause havoc, and then you have to go defeat Lugia. Like there's so much potential that you can do with this game. Like Legends Arceus was fantastic, a fantastic game. I love the shiny heart in it, but even just the story-wise was fantastic. And then the Volo battle at the end was a masterpiece. But you have to be careful with Legends Johto. Would you want to see Legends Johto? Let me know in the comments below. And I think that's where we'll leave it. So, like I said, if you want to see Legends Johto, let me know in the comments below. And have a nice day. Goodbye.